Welcome back, guys. Today I wanted to do a quick little update video, and first of all, a quick apology to everyone who's been waiting on me to comment back or things of that nature. We've been out of town, and unfortunately my parents don't have wireless internet. They do have wired internet, which is what I used to upload the one video, but unfortunately I couldn't keep caught up with my comments and whatnot. Secondly, big thanks to my buddy Sid, also known as the Old School NYC Gamer, for kind of, giving links to my channel and sending people over and whatnot. So yeah, big thanks to you, Sid. And if you guys haven't seen his channel, I'm assuming most of you probably have, but I will leave a link in the description. You can tell I haven't done one of these videos in a while because I'm just sort of babbling. So anyway, now on to the main bit here. I don't know if you can hear how echoey it is here in my living room, but there's a big reason for that, and that is the gigantic couch is gone. So you can see we've got our controllers in bags here to try to keep the dust off of them. But at any rate, we got rid of the couch. My mother actually bought a new one for us. The reason being, our old one, although it looked okay, there were like springs sticking out of the bottom of it and whatnot. We just sort of kind of destroyed it over time. In fact, we actually slept on it for an entire year when we were living in an apartment about the size of this room, actually smaller than the size of this room. And then we had a friend who actually lived on it for a year or two here. When he was sort of, needed a place to stay. So regardless, we got a smaller couch coming and a glider, which is a fancy term for like an upscale rocking chair, because I'm an old man and we found one at a really good deal. So anyway, also I wanted to show you guys a few updates to the room. I've been sort of redoing some stuff in the game room here. The first thing, I rebuilt this bottom set of shelves here where I have all my records and everything. The main reason was the sides didn't actually go all the way down before, so the records were kind of trying to slide out of there, and I didn't really like having them on the floor anyway. So you can kind of see, maybe there, you can see there's a little break there. There's actually two panels on the bottom, and those used to be the sides. But just to try to save a little cash, I put them together and made that the bottom shelf, since it doesn't have to support any weight anyway. So anyway, I made these nice and sturdy. They're all reinforced. So there's no chance of that breaking down or anything. But yeah, just kind of a better solution for my records and whatnot. Another little project that I might show you at some point if it works out. I'm actually import modding this PS2 Slim here. It's a real pain in the ass because some of the places you have to solder are really tiny. The next thing I wanted to show you is a couple of updates to the old arcade machine here. You can see this looks like kind of a mess here, and I guess it sort of is. But you can see I've got kind of a stack of CPS2 boards, an STV board, and another one up here. So I've actually modified this system. This is my my main board, which is not running all that well these days. It's not a huge surprise because honestly these main boards have mostly been taken off the market because they're just not all that reliable. The hard drives just go bad in them pretty easily. Most of the games still run, but unfortunately a lot of times you'll get like maybe one button on the first player and then button 2 works on the second player, and that's it. So kind of sucks, but anyway, shouldn't be too big of a problem. But what I wanted to show you is I actually have a nice new solution to add more games. So here we are on the first 6-in-1 switcher. This is the second board. I don't remember what I have in it. Nothing apparently, because it's not doing anything. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm a moron. Anyway, sorry guys, I didn't make any plans before I did this video. Second is the Dreamcast, nothing's in it. Third is the Saturn, nothing is in that, so I'm stupid. Fourth is the Neo Geo, which is booting up here. and that of course has Gunlord in it if it boots. There we go. Okay, so you see that works. Number 5 is Death Smiles. Or maybe not, maybe I'm retarded. No, okay. I was pretty sure about that one. And I don't think I have anything in number 6 in the first 6-in-1 here. Alright, well anyway, you see it's Death Smiles. Yeah, and there's nothing in number 6. So I'm going to go back to number 1 here. And let's see, let me grab the key. And let's open this bad boy up. Now, I'm going to come up with a better solution for this, but I don't know if you can see that blinking in there. I'll zoom in a little bit. But I actually have a JAMMA 2-in-1, and it powers both simultaneously. So I have a 6-in-1 switcher inside with a big god-awful mess of wires, and then we also have a 6-in-1 switcher out here, and they're both connected to this 2-in-1. And so I can run 12 boards at a time, and then this is just the little switch for the 2-in-1 switcher. Now what I'm eventually going to do is just extend this out and put a switch outside the cabinet somewhere, either mounted to the wall or something of that nature. So you can see in the first slot of the second one I've got Marvel vs. Capcom on the CPS2 hardware. In the second slot here we have whatever loads. This is Pro Gear. Wait a little bit so you can see it doing something. Alright, so there's that. Just want to see if it did a gameplay sample. Well, whatever. Alright, third, the low. In the third slot, it doesn't want to switch for some reason. There we go. We have Mars Matrix. That's also on the CPS2 system. You can see them all kind of stacked up, and I know there will be some people bitching about it, but only one's on at a time. It's not a big deal. Get over it. Also, I have GigaWing sitting on top there, and I don't have the motherboard for that. Of course, you can switch it out with either the other 2 green boards there, because those are the Japanese ones. So, but I did order a motherboard for that, just so I can switch that one out as well. So there you go. Then number 4 here is Guardian Force, and that's the one that we have right here on the Sega STV system. And I might do a video on some of the STV games at some point soon. I think it's a very underrated system. The only downfall, I think, is that some of the games can be really expensive if you're not patient enough to kind of wait it out until you find decent prices on them. So there's that one. There's nothing in the 5th slot. The 6th slot here is Radiant Silvergun. It's another STV game. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be sitting the board like this, but I will get that fixed. What I'm probably going to end up doing, since the cabinet is full, is I'll probably mount the 6-in-1 onto the wall, and I'll probably mount this STV board onto the wall as well, so that those are a little bit more solid. I think the CPS2 are probably fine right there, although I might build some sort of box with some ventilation on it, just so that it's not as hideous there. So there's Radiant Silvergun. So there's that one. Now the big surprise of the day here is my Astro City has a little brother here. Or I guess it's a big brother technically, since this is an older machine. So anyway, I picked up an Aero City recently. As you can see, this one's in really nice shape. And also, I'm sure you probably can notice that what I'm going to end up doing with this one actually is turning the monitor, so it's going to be a vertical monitor. And that was sort of the point. I'm not gonna have 100 machines in my home. 2 will be plenty, just one horizontal, one vertical, and that should be good to go. You can see on the control panel here, I'm probably going to replace the buttons with blue and white ones, just sort of like the green and white on there. I'll put the white ball tops on there. And I actually am probably going to use, these are actually plugged, but I'm probably going to use those just to probably put a coin insert in one. I'm also going to put a 6-in-1 switcher in this. Now the only downside is to the 6-in-1s with the remote is that if you're on slot 1 on any of them, you're on slot 1 on all of them because the remote signal is the same. So it would change the games on both machines at the same time, which would be kind of a pain. But I have found that there's a mod that you can do, and you can use just a 6-way rotary switch instead to switch the games instead of the remote. So I'll probably put that in up here so you can just turn it and switch the games. So there's that. The other thing, there's a little bit of rust around here, which I knew about before I bought the machine, and it's not too bad. What I'll probably end up doing is seeing if I can find some repros of these decals here. They're kind of coming up in a couple of places anyway. And if any of you guys know where to get these decals, I would be very interested. So I'd probably try to get just some repros of the decals, and just take these off, like sand the rust off of here, and then just put new decals, and it should be good as new, honestly. So you can see the inside is actually very clean compared to my machine I've got, or my old machine. I've got Gunbird running right now, and honestly, this monitor it's hard to see it in the, from what I can see in the camera here, it looks incredible in person. You'll just have to take my word for it. And it's really surprising that it looks this good, being that this machine, or these machines were made in 1988. So this monitor's in really great shape. Now, in addition to Gunbird, I've got a few other boards. I've got 2 that are coming, 2 more shooters, and then also I've got one of these guys. And this will sort of replace my my main board for the most part. This is the Arcade Classics board, and this just has a lot of the vertical arcade classics, like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, etc. And those will look better on a vertical monitor anyway. So yeah, I guess that's about. Oh wait, I was going to show you one more thing here. The other cool thing is when you open these up, you can actually pull this guy up here, and it's it's like opening the hood of your car or something. But it holds the bezel up, so you can actually get in here to do any work, rotate the monitor, anything like that, and rotate the bezel here. So the only downside is the bezel here on the other side. It's the security bits, and I don't have the right size for this, so I'm going to try to change it anyway. But if I get all that changed out tonight, then I'll probably right after this, through the magic of editing, show you guys a little bit of gameplay on the vertical monitor. Alright guys, we're gonna just check out a little bit of this old school gameplay here on the iCade 60-in-1. You'll probably hear my wife playing Guitar Hero 80s in the background, but regardless, yeah, let's try out some Galaga. See what we got going on here. These things just look honestly incredible on this nice big monitor here. Let's see how bad I suck at this game too. Alright, well, we see how that went. Oh my god. Guys, this is so bad. This is so incredibly bad. Oh my god. You can tell I haven't played this in a very long time. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a little embarrassing, to be honest. Okay. Alright, well, there you go. Oh my god. Ah. Alright, well there it is, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the new machine in action, and hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and thanks for watching. Yeah, I don't think I'll be entering any names in that one.